Alright, let me just pull up the volume. And hey, this is Michiko, and welcome back to Sixtar Gate. And we are in the open beta test, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys can actually download the game on the Play Store right now and experience it with the addition of 4 new songs. So this is just going to be an overview video. I will be recording the separate levels, the new levels separately. But let's see the introduction phase that we have over here. I feel I was having a very long sleep. Every time I dream of many landscapes passing by my side. There are bright and peaceful landscapes, and there are dark and scary landscapes. Okay. However, what many landscapes have in common is that they are somehow familiar. I've met many landscapes, and I think I will meet them in the future. That is one too many landscapes. Then there was someone who was always in the many landscapes. A new welcome came unannounced. Oh my god, the grammar of this. I heard a familiar sound. To me now, it is a huge challenge just to see the light of the world again. But before I prepare myself, my eyes opened. Ooh, it's Shii. Alright. I'm getting confused. Oh yeah, this is one of the emotes of the Sixtar Gate server. I'll put the link in the description down below if you guys want to join. I think I said it last time. Did I say that one too? I have no idea. The little girl in front of me was rummaging around in a thick, mysterious book. I look around very slowly where I had been. Outside the window, a beautifully embroidered universe of stars. Oh my god, I can't read. Of stars was unfolding. And this room was clean and tidy. It was very satisfying except for the sound of the machine running non-stop. And so was this the page from before? Except for the strange girl in front of me. What? Your eyes opened. When I stared at the girl's face, it seems she had noticed. Good to see you, Captain. The girl's smiling face looked as if the whole universe was welcoming me. Ouch! The girl tried to approach me, but she twisted her feet and fell on the bed of the room. Bed? I'm sorry, but I'm Shii, and she is alright. She was lying on her bedside and introduced herself strangely. It's like a dream to see her like this. She smiled brightly and looked up at me. It was a smile that everyone loved, but I was strangely calm. I'm sorry to tell you right away, but may I ask you to sail to your next location? She's giving the pout face. She sat on the bed and whispered. She called me Captain, but I was strangely accustomed about that title. Sir, she suddenly shouted. I looked at her in surprise. Did you, remember me? She asked me. I felt like I had been betrayed and suddenly felt ashamed. I shook my head slowly. Oh, breaking news! The captain doesn't remember Shii. I scratched my head in the sudden breaking news. And this spacecraft too? I nodded my head. About the voyage we did? I nodded again. Even about me, sir? I nodded silently, and she looked perplexed. Unfortunately, there was nothing I could remember. There was a moment of silence. At first, she suddenly shouted and threw the book at a nearby table. Captain, let's go to the control center. You'll remember something in there. I guarantee. She grabbed me standing foolishly and led me somewhere. So, it's a story about us being amnesiac. Sir, this is control center. Not the control center, control center. The buttons were placed at regular intervals. The display at the top shows the information required for voyage. Oh, I think this is like the gameplay, the play field. So, info, buttons. I'll give you a quick tip on how to use the operating console as far as I know. Why? What? Shouldn't you explain to us properly? I believe that memory will come back. I was right. It's called recall. Alright. So yeah, these are the buttons. Damn, it's been a while. It's been like 4 months or something. Captain, I'll tell you how to voyage. Voyage is basically supposed to be through the space warp gate called Sixtar Gate, but the route is long and there are many risks. A typical risk factor is this blue note. Notes are the most frequent distractions that head into our spacecraft and damage us. Alright, that's a nice interpretation. Touch the button on screen to remove them. Alright, the more accurate gives high score. It can word that better. Let's try this. I don't know if that's the actual sound effects or is that just from the song. The next one is long note. Touch the button and hold it while the end of the note. While the end of the note, what? Try this, Captain. Now let's check. Okay, it's part of the song. Upcoming next is red note. The red note is bigger than blue note. Duh. You can remove it by touching the long button. Alright. This is definitely made by Sound Solar. Thank God you don't need to hold, you don't need to release the hold at the end. You're getting greater. The last thing is 6-star note, which follows another path. 6-star note? What? 6-star notes are appear from 6-star lane where the middle. Oh, that's what they call 6. Okay, but it appears 6-star lane. You can also see the button to remove it. Let's do this. Okay. This is exclusively called the 6-star lane. Yeah, that's the problem with having a physical button layout like this on the screen. You can remove the notes by swipe the screen. Thank God. I'm sure you have your own skills. Oh my God, that is going to be useful. Like if you've seen Kalpa, another rhythm game, I'll probably put that in the iCard over here. You'll know how intense it gets, and the need to slide the notes is definitely going to be more important. How's that? She asked me carefully. It would have been bother Shii to stare at the console with no expression. It was definitely my first time, but I didn't feel very unfamiliar. Yeah, duh. I'm a part of the closed beta test. I don't know why. Captain. Shii's voice sounded as if it were heard from afar. Only then did I look at Shii in surprise. Now you have to launch the spacecraft Osflux. Okay, Osflux. So yeah, there are a bunch of words on the open beta trailer, and apparently Osflux is the name of the spacecraft. She hesitated nervously. Our solar system, the 6-star solar system, has a total of 6 planets. Okay, fitting, she said, pointing to the destination panel on the left. We can't stay here for a while. Not for a while, for a while, she said, looking at the arc dry fuel remaining. Wait a minute, do we have an energy system as well? Bruh, we use too much fuel to get here. Still, there's enough fuel left to go to another planet, so it'll be fine if we leave now. Now, could you pick out the first destination of the 6-star solar system? I mean, if we were to pick, shouldn't we just pick the nearest planet? For obvious reasons. Here you can use the list of planets in the 6-star solar system. Pioneer a new way to each planet with Shii. Some planets will be updated soon. Cool. So, Nekttura, TRICION, Arksif, Felgrus, Ramion, and New Earth. Alright. So, we'll start off with Nekttura. Conversation. The planet connects humans to nature. Cool. Resource download. Alright. I'll pause to that. Oh, there we go. Destination Nekttura. Captain, I stopped touching the control panel and looked at Shii. Did you decide on next destination for the planet Nekttura? I nodded my head. If you don't mind, can I tell you where we're going from now? Before I knew it, she sat next to me and smiled. There was no particular reason to refuse it. I finished the rash sequence, I heard the story of Shii as I felt the vibration of the slow-moving Osplug. The Nekttura is the closest planet to the star in the six-star solar system. Wait a minute, are we actually floating near the star? Okay. Even if it's close, it's not extremely close, so nature has developed like the old Earth. Old Earth. Alright. All kinds of animals, plants, and fruits have ingrains unique to the six-star solar system were blessed by nature. She told the story by shaking her legs as she was having fun talking. Okay. It hasn't been so long since the six-star solar system was developed by human hands. Nekttura is not the first planet to be developed. Rather, the exploration itself was slower than other planets. Perhaps the fear of nature's unknown has prevented the exploration, or probably because it's the nearest freaking planet to the star. The Osplug moved slowly, calculating the entry angle to the Sixtar Gate. So each chapter has its own song catalog. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, complete the exploration, clear of gauge about 50%, clear of accuracy rate over 97%. Oh, it's called, that's the starting point song. Okay. We'll start it off, just because why not? This video is lore heavy. Oh, it has a gauge. What? So this is starting point by Luca. God damn the speed. You know, let's try and miss. So 3% drop. Let's try and we'll wait for another tap. That's still 3%. 94. Yeah, so it drops every 3%, so that's good. And each note raises up by a percent, which is interesting. I'm guessing there's going to be a hard gauge at some point. Like a 3% drop every time on the different type of note is pretty forgiving. Let's try. Okay, we can still catch it. We can still catch the hold even when start we missed. Yeah, that's the problem with the game. So you really had to get used to with the button layout. So yeah, the score doesn't really have any fixed value to it. It's just based on the amount of notes in a given song, but the consistent thing is the percentage. Next. Oh, wait a minute, there's one more mission left, right? As planets were terraformed one by one, naturally the next goal became the Nekttura. When the scouts arrived, they knew the nature was just spread out, and it wasn't a threatening planet. The planet might have been waiting for someone to find it, just like a treasure trove. I smiled lightly, and she gave me a small smile as she were responding. The first scout team to arrive was said to have already been a veteran scout team with exploration experience. Cool. But when the terraforming team arrived, what they discovered was it was just a girl who was looking at the stars alone at night. Wait, what? Like the whole exploration team was just a single person, or there's a girl native to the planet? A girl? She knew about the scouts, but they faded away a long time ago and told Tina she couldn't meet them again, the scout team. So yeah, this girl is indigenous to the planet. Alright. The terraforming team didn't pay much attention to the scout team, so they went back to their main job. Calculation of entry angle was slow, judging from the fact that the vibration died down and the hole stopped. The angle calculations seemed to be over now. But the terraforming of the Nekttura was a little different from other planets. The development of resource-rich Nekttura did not require external resources. Shii's voice seemed to have changed a little. Maybe I think it's because of the feeling. As the team mined all kinds of resources such as gas, oil, and trees, terraforming was also carried out easily. It was a planet with all kinds of resources pouring out. Some of these spacecraft started to transport overflowing resources to other planets. But I don't think the girl liked the work. Yeah. She looked out the window for a moment. Anyone would be the same. I think it's unbearable. The environment that she had seen and lived in was destroyed by unknown people outside. She couldn't just watch the environment of the Nekttura be destroyed. She constantly asked them to stop destroying the environment, but no one in the field listened. The oswald began to move little by little. The road up to the Sixtar Gate is dangerous. This is why I have to carefully set the angle when entering. So over the years, terraforming as the first planet in the six-star solar system was to slowly progress. The girl's voice from the environment was ignored, and many of the resources and materials of the Nekttura were consumed by human needs. She was walking near the window and enjoyed the outer space landscaping for a while. Yeah, so the background is just representation of us talking about Nekttura instead of us being in Nekttura. Alright. Shii's eyes were full of starlight as if they were full of small spaces. Okay. The girl thought, if no one helps me, the scouts will help me. There was a scout team that everyone but the girl had forgotten. I had the idea that they would definitely be good allies. The girl walked on a wide planet Nekttura in search for a missing scout team. The girl's foot was slow because it could get disease such as oxygen poisoning because the oxygen density was high. Yeah, I think that's a genuine problem because even the air in Earth right now is mostly of nitrogen instead of oxygen. But the girl didn't give up and walked slowly out of the shuttle of the scout team. Wait, so this is a girl from a previous exploration team that got into the planet and stayed there and then was trying to warn the terraforming team about the risk of depleting Nektura's resources? Or is she indigenous to the planet? Goddamn, the grammar here is... She slowly came back to my side, roaming away from the window. Seeing the vibration getting stronger and accelerating, she thought she had to wear a seatbelt. Of course, I put on my seatbelt too and listened to Shii's story. Are we done? Oh my god, that is so much lore. It's coastal. Alright, let me just go back a little bit. I don't want to prolong this video. Oh my god, 18 minutes. Oh god. Let's check the missions. What did we miss? Okay, clear with accuracy rate over 97. Okay, that's fair enough. I could retry that. It's easy. Also, wait. For pioneer of a new route, so this part here is called Trailblaze. Alright. So let's just check on the mission over here. Destination Nekttura. Alright. I want to check the options. Oh, nice. You can actually preview. Damn. That's nice. But it doesn't spam click. Well, unless you click on the wrong place. Alright, let's check. Yeah, 350 is good. You know what? I'll drop that to 330 and do the sync. Beat music will be played when you touch start button. That probably needs another grammar fix. Listen to the music carefully and focus on a beat. Alright. Touch the button every first beat to record a value. Press the big button in the middle of the screen. we don't have these on the freaking closed beta test. This is so good. Alright, start. Alright, we'll start that again. That's around 200. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, what's else the menu anyway? Since we're in Trailblaze mode, let's check if we do have like achievements and stuff from the closed beta test. There we go. Welcome to main menu of the Ozflog. Scroll left and right to select the menu you want. On the free traveling, you can travel as many songs as you want. Alright. To explore new planets with Shii in Trailblaze Menu. In Starmap Store, you can purchase arcs or star maps. Music packs, oh god. Alright, so let's check on free traveling and hope there's actually more songs than the one that we just played. Free traveling, you can play songs you have. Change difficulties by touching this button. Alright, so there's Reverie, Lazy and Lazy. So I think the rest, including like we do have Coastal. I don't remember the other songs though, but there are other artists in here as well. So let's check the other menu. Free traveling, guide installation, Starmap Store. Let's check the interface first. Communicating with server, checking required resources. Okay, this is not loading at all. We can't go out, bruh. We can't go out. I had to restart the game. Also, I don't think I've actually logged into my account in here first. Yeah, here's Trailblaze. I don't think there's an option to log into an account for now, even though beforehand you can do that so that the data that you played on this open beta test version could be maintained when the game eventually releases. You know what? Like, there's still so much to explore through, and I actually want to cover the lore of the game as well because I am so interested in it. It is Space Team. Like, come on, who doesn't love that? So yeah, I think that's going to be it for the general overview of Sixtar Gate open beta test version. I'm probably going to be making separate videos of the songs that are featured in the game by playing in free traveling, and separate videos talking about the lore on Trailblaze in separate videos. So yeah, that's it. Sorry for the 23-minute mark. For reaching the 23-minute mark, I'll put the timestamps on the description down below. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.